Welcome my fellow Dragon Riders to the Triple S Variety channel. I'm your host Triple S, and in this video I'll be breaking down and reviewing the December 2nd, 2023 trailer for the second season of House of the Dragon. Fair warning, major spoilers ahead. Now let's begin. Point number 1, the trailer opens with Rhaenyra at Storm's End. The last place anyone besides Aemond saw Rhaenyra's son Lucerys alive. She better make sure to keep her distance though, considering House Baratheon is allied with the Greens against her. Point number 2, speaking of who is allied with who, we see the banners of House Hightower, obviously allied with the Greens, and then we also see the sigils for House Rosby and I believe House Stokeworth, both originally allied with the Blacks until switching to the side of the Greens. Both Lord Rosby and Lord Stokeworth at the start of the Dance of the Dragons sided with Rhaenyra, but after being imprisoned in King's Landing, they switched to supporting Aegon II to avoid being executed. Point number 3, in this shot of Alicent, it appears she may be talking to Larys Strong, who uses a cane to get around Cheese's club foot. Point number 4, not entirely sure who Criston Cole is beheading here, most likely one of the imprisoned lords who refused to switch their allegiance from black to green, but at least Alicent's sworn protector actually looks like to have aged a bit for this season. Point number 5, we get a shot of what appears to be the dragon Sea Smoke, Laenor Velaryon's dragon, flying over the head of a fisherman and then later appearing on a beach alongside an unknown person facing Rhaenyra and her dragon Syrax. Could this unknown person be Adam of Hull, a character who along with their brother Alan claim to be the bastard children of Laenor and who come forward to claim dragons during the sowing of the seeds? The sowing of the seeds being a call from the Blacks to all those with Targaryen blood in their veins to try and claim the riderless dragons on Dragonstone so that the Blacks would have the numerical advantage dragon-wise over the Greens. Either that, or it could actually just be Laenor himself return to reclaim his dragon and help his wife reclaim the Iron Throne. Point number 6, we get several shots of King's Landing, a beating drum-led procession, and then what appears to be mass panic and a potential riot with a random peasant grabbing hold of a dirted Alicent. Reminds me a lot of the riot that happened in Game of Thrones Season 2, Episode 6, The Old Gods and the New, when a mob of peasants attacked the royal possession, hitting Joffrey with dung, dismembering the High Septon, and Sansa Stark almost being raped until she's saved by Sandor Clegane. Point number 7, Helaena with a knife to her throat most likely comes from when a butcher and a rat catcher, remembered in history as Blood and Cheese respectively, are hired by Daemon via Mysaria to sneak into the Red Keep via the secret passageways and kill one of Helena's sons as revenge for Aemond killing Lucerys. They give her the choice of them either killing Jaehaerys or Maelor, and when she picks Maelor, they instead murder Jaehaerys. Blood was later captured trying to get Jaehaerys' head out of King's Landing to take to Daemon for a reward, and was tortured to death. Cheese, on the other hand, just disappeared. Point number 8, this shot of either Arik or Eric Cargill most likely takes place after the murder of Jaehaerys at the hands of Blood and Cheese, when Arik is tasked by Criston Cole to impersonate his brother Eric, who had sided with the Blacks, sneak into Dragonstone and presumably kill at the very least Rhaenyra, but maybe also her children and others. Whilst making his way to Rhaenyra's chambers, however, Arik bumped into his brother Eric and the twins fought. Accounts differ on how they died. One states they were both mortally wounded during the duel and died weeping in each other's arms. Another puts forth that only Arik died during the duel, and Eric died 4 days later of his wounds, cursing his brother the entire time. Like many others, I was thoroughly disappointed by the final few seasons of Game of Thrones, so I was skeptical of how House of the Dragon would turn out, but I really enjoyed Season 1, and I cannot wait to see Season 2. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Triple S Variety channel. Why not leave a comment below pointing out anything I missed but you noticed? I would love to hear from you all. I've been Triple S, you've all been amazing, and I shall see you all in the next video.